Yo, what's up? Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get into it. The true human nature of things has always been about progression. It's always been about elevation and taking things to the next level. But when you see people poised to go up against a antichrist hero that's positioned himself to be like a superpower, you're starting to see everybody is starting to unite to go against that energy. So you're starting to see that something's wrong here. The person that appeared to be the light is actually part of the darkness. He's engulfed in it. He don't know any way out. And now, since his cloak of invincibility has fallen, you see a flawed individual. And like a coward, he cowers. And he looks for help from others, his friends that would owe him favors. So he can get back what he lost, to get back to that enterprise that he had before, that dynasty. He wants to preserve that legacy, like he is the one. Because if he doesn't have that, he doesn't know who he is. He's lost his identity completely. And now ASAP and J. Cole has teamed up to do a song together. His one-time broski, first-person shooter, is now shooting for somebody else. Here we go. Intro. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Yo, what's up? Now, this is what it is, people. Now, this song is called Ruby Rosary with ASAP Rocky and J. Cole. Just heard it a few times earlier today during the football games, which I'm really pissed about. This damn 3 points that cost me this damn bet. I'm really pissed off that. But that's neither here nor there. So Alchemist did this beat. We know Alchemist did Meet the Grams, and he always have these dark tone beats. As you can hear right here, it's just dark. All the tone and the energy is dark on this whole song. Now, ASAP Rocky is claiming that he birthed a lot of sons in his game. On this record, starting the song off right away talking about how he birthed these dudes. Birthed so many sons with no ovaries. Jay, fuck Jake, fuck 12, fuck 5-0. Ruby stones on my rosary. Champagne gold rolls in the pink. Well, you know what he's talking about. Go. Singing like they Rosalia. Drake will destroy ASAP Rocky bar for bar. I mean, I never looked at ASAP Rocky as that kind of guy. I mean, he should, but then again, now Drake's pen is in question. You don't know if Drake really can write the bars that we think he can. There's been so many tracks. I mean, his team could come together and write something that would beat ASAP Rocky. But we don't know who you battling. Am I battling Ghost or AI? Got me feeling like Joe Hill Austin. That's where you at right now. You don't know who you battling when you battling him. He's just an empty vessel. All black zone, black tone, bitch, I'm Joe to see. I done kept my foot on niggas' necks, waiting for me. I done came way before beliefs. Coming up the street, and I got a love you listen, bitches I can't wait to see. And I got a love you listen, niggas I can't wait to see. He got a laundry list of people he can't wait to see. And I know it's Drake, 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 and Drake. All his shots got to be subtle because J. Cole's on the record and Jay really don't want any friction and friction with anybody, right? And he know ASAP got a problem. He know this is an Alchemist beat. If you J. Cole, you know what's up. You know ASAP don't like this dude. You know this is an Alchemist beat. You know Meet the Grand. You ain't done. It ain't like, oh man, I just sent the lyrics and he sent the beat in. I ain't know who did the beat. I ain't know what he was saying. Dude, you know. If I got a beef with somebody, right, and I go grab somebody that's cool with that person to get on the record, that person know what's up. You got beef with homeboy. They know you got beef with homeboy. It's not a coinky dink. They know what's up. Yeah, he threw some lines at Drake. 100% he threw lines at Drake on this track. J. Cole should have saved that energy for Kendrick. he dropped the Kendrick diss. His Kendrick diss was better than Drake's. Yeah, so he really saving it. It was just an introduction to what he's gonna do. Now, we're gonna have to get back to that. LeBron James is firing back on critics that said he has no skill. Woo! I'm gonna have to get back to that. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. That fool actually said that? He's actually opening his mouth about that? He should stay quiet. illest nigga alive. The illest nigga alive. Woo. That's a bold statement, Mr. Ruby Rosary. Yeah, that's ASAP feeling himself. You a dead man walking like you barely alive. He's going back to Drake. Now he's getting into the Drake stuff. Saying, Drake, you basically a dead man walking like you barely alive. He's going back to the all-white party where Drake's face looked like it's drained from all that damn Ozempic. Looked like he's stressed out. Cut everything but the family ties. Cut the shit, cut the lies. Word to the wise. Who your top five? Now, this is a personal shot at Drake. I'll get fresh to that bitch, I'm buried alive. I heard the dog talking funny like his family guy. Caring for niggas like a Marion Bob. Wow. So what he's saying is you cut everything except for the family ties. It's a double entendre. You cut everything, right? You was cutting and dividing up everything, but you couldn't cut up the family ties, meaning you couldn't separate me from Rihanna. You couldn't separate me from Rihanna, and you couldn't separate Kendrick and Whitney. Remember, Kendrick and Baby King got family ties, right? Him and Baby King, they got the family ties song. And he tried to come in and separate the family, right? And he failed. So you cut everything except for the family ties. Meaning that you can't mess with him and Rihanna, no matter how hard you try. You can't mess up Kendrick and Whitney. It was a double entendre. Now, oh yeah, then it starts to go into the other parts of the lyrics he put out. He starts saying, who's in your top five? Who's your top five? Remember Drake? There was the thing where everybody was dropping their top five rappers, and Drake came out and answered the question that nobody asked him, and he was upset. He was upset. Nobody asked him his top five. You remember that? Here's my top five since no one asked me. It's Biggie, Jay-Z, Wayne, young somebody like young Tony from Canada. Yeah, it's like young Tony from Canada. And Andre 3000. I'm like, oh my God. It was such a random, crazy fan list. But he said it as if it meant something. Like, y'all never asked me my top five. That's why he's like, who's your top five? And then this goes back to also Grammys. You remember Grammys with Future? What he say in Grammys? When he like, top five, top five. There's no debating. I'm top five. I'm top five. Then you hear Kendrick go, I mean, you hear ASAP in the back, F your top 5. Who's in your top 5? Who's in your top 5? Man, F your top 5. Pretty funny. I don't get fresh to death, dude. I'm buried alive. Meaning that if I'm fresh to death, I'm way past that. I'm buried alive. That's how fresh I am. If fresh to death is the highest bar, then I'm buried alive. That's what that means. For people who didn't understand what that meant. Because normally people put you in your best when you wearing that last outfit you're gonna wear for the rest of your life. They put you in your highest outfit, your most glorious. They's like, this is it. Drip, drip, drip. Straight drip. So that's what a lot of that meant. From what my interpretations of it is, I'm buried alive. So I'm getting dressed up like I'm finna get buried. But I'm alive. And that's how the level of fly I'm at. So naturally, I get it. But there's some that won't. And I'm okay with that. It's always the others that don't get it. You will get it. The person down the block will get it. But these are some subtle shots. I heard Dog talking funny like it's Family Guy. Brian from Family Guy, the talking dog. Remember, for all my dogs, Drake be acting like he the dog. Heard Dog talking funny like in Family Guy. Character niggas like I'm marrying Bob. Made a promise to God. Whoa. You gotta strive when you marry the mob. You ain't seen this much drip since Rick the Ruler. You done forced my hand. My lip is Rugas. We don't wear Zaras. This shit don't suit us. Anytime they throw stones, I take it to my jewelers. Ruby red rosary, skin looking like coffee beans. Jade Stone Cold Leaf. I don't think Cole is ready to go that route. Cole want to rap and want to get back to rap. As you're going to hear on his lyrics, he say some very key lines that he's kind of referring to what everybody's talking about. Because now it's like the fans of Kendrick and the fans of J. Cole and Drake were all one person at one time. Now they're all divided. Now you got the fans of J. Cole that's kind of cool with Kendrick, but they kind of not vibing with Drake no more. But all of them used to be one person. Now they're all divided. And before now, because of the apology, a lot of Cole fans was like, oh man, Cole, damn, why you do this to us? It's like you let us down. They were on him and in his corner rooting for this. And my boy is the biggest J. Cole fan there is. So I knew once that apology hit how this was gonna go. Yep. Drake ain't sneak dissing him. Drake been dissing him. He been saying Cole, Cole, Cole in all of his diss raps. Ever Cole say that Dot stuff was weak. I mean, man, I'd be like, man, I ain't losing over no. That's Cole. I ain't losing no sleep over this. I ain't losing no sleep over this. That's Cole. So he been pointing out that, man, Cole took the wrong route. But J. Cole really took the right route. He thought about the long game. Because Kendrick would have wiped all of them out. Did you see? Can you imagine, not like us, a Drake and Kendrick? I mean, a Drake and J. Cole diss? Did you want to see that? Can you imagine Meet the Grams being a Drake and J. Cole diss? Can you imagine? Man, that boy J. Cole ducked a guillotine. That boy ducked. Like the guillotine coming, the fatal flying guillotine. He ducked. Drake's like, nah, I'm going to take mine. I can survive it. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Shoot, that fatal flying guillotine came in and removed that dude's top quick. Snatched his soul like Sang Shung. Shang Tsung. Snatched that boy ever-loving soul. He getting it from every angle. Oh, the Colorado game finna kick off. Yeah, the second verse sound like an ASAP rap. I mean, like a J. Cole verse. So if you listening to it, a lot of people thought, man, that's Cole. No, that's ASAP rap. Well, people gotta, well, they don't have to, but they should recognize that the approach they're seeking and the answer that they're searching for is entirely different. You know, J. Cole, what he wanted and what he told Drake when he didn't perform at Dreamville, Drake got mad and left. He ate up all them wings. Him and Chubbs ate up all the wings and then left. And let me answer something too for the rest of y'all. I'm going to answer this. I ain't going to make a whole video on it. Y'all keep talking about, yeah, see how Kendrick did YG? Why Kendrick ain't shout out YG CD? Let me tell y'all something. YG and Kendrick Lamar, that ain't his boy. He's not signed to PG Lane. Kendrick Lamar only posts stuff when he is ready to drop on PG Lane. He don't even post on social media like that. That's not his responsibility. YG is really cool with Mustard. They're cordial, but they are not from the same hood. They're not besties. They're not like, hey man, retweet my album. He's not doing. Did he retweet Mustard's album? No. Mustard is not his right-hand man. They're cool because he makes beats and tracks. He done sent them thousands of beats, and he has never rapped on a Mustard beat. But for a diss record and for this moment, yes. He united Compton. Why not? Why not? They just don't deal. They from two different worlds. They cool, they don't have beef, but they normally don't mix. But this was an attack they felt on the West Coast in Compton. So we gonna stand up. That's what that's about. But it ain't like it's my job. I gave y'all a platform on the pop out to go out, all these artists, and we all stood together on stage. We did it. Y'all got a platform. Like, there was some artists I would have never known. They never saw the light of day. It ain't Kendrick's job to make sure they all pop. That's not his job. They're not signed to him. They have their own management, their own labels, their own thing. That's their teams. That's their whatever sales or whatever promotion, that's on them. That's not Kendrick Lamar. See, fans got to understand that. Y'all try to tie everything to him. If another Toronto artist fail, Drake didn't tweet their stuff. There's plenty of Toronto artists that drop music that ain't signed to Drake. But y'all looking for any little thing. Now, like I said, artists, they sometimes go through things. And when they go through things, their mind is not all the way there. All right, now that he wrap it off fast, we got to slow it down. These brothers be checking and cooking and criminal now. They started thinking the judgment thing and they talking about it's coming around, showing the money, they throwing it up and they started to slowing it down. They hubbling down. So, yeah, he's going back to the iggity, the bounce. It's called like the bounce wordplay. It's all syllable rapping. Dude, if Drake was to rap battle me, he would lose. What are you talking about? If I was to sit there, if Drake had to sit in that chair right over there with a pad and pen, and I got to sit over here with a pad and pen, Drake would lose. He would lose. I'd be like, you write something, I write something. Right now, let's go. He would lose. It's not even comparable. He would lose badly. One, because I have too much material. He knows nothing about me. All he can do is braggadocious rap and try to sun me because of who he is in the game and who am I? You know, that would be his approach. Other than that, he has no material. He knows nothing about me. So it's easier for me to take him apart. I have way too much material to work with. He has nothing. So that's one of the things I was saying about Eminem that time that y'all wasn't grasping. I'm not saying I'm a better rapper than Eminem. I'm saying in a battle, I'll beat him because I got a lot of material. He doesn't have a lot of material. So it'll be harder for him to make a diss record. This is where Drake is running into problems with dissing Kendrick. He can't find anything on Kendrick. He can't. It's hard. Kendrick doesn't do anything. So it's not like Kendrick bought this chick a chain. Oh, he a trick. He did this to his homeboy. He sniped this. You can't find material to really diss this dude on. So you're going to end up saying the same thing over and over again. You're going to talk about his height. You're going to talk about, you can't, there's nothing for you to go off of. Believe me, Drake has spent money, put money in the streets, paid this dude. It's a dude that Drake paid, allegedly that paid, because I don't know if it came directly from him, but it came from his camp, trying to get information on Kendrick. And dude was like, yo, I got that info on Kendrick, dog. Look, he got a homeboy over there, right? And his homeboy and stuff, they be making songs and stuff. And then now they don't make no songs no more, dog. That's it. That's all, dog. This all, this is all you paid me for. Now you need to find out. Well, can you find out why they don't make songs no more? You give me another one of these, and I'll get you the whole reason. You be like, man, he just like, Kendrick just stop making songs with him. He just like, the creative juices is flowing in another direction, man. Man, it's crazy. Before another stack, I'll tell you what's going on, though. They were playing them, getting money out of them. They were they were getting all this money out of Drake and them team, and they found out. That's why he was like, dog, you put all this money in the streets and it came back with no receipts. You put all that money in the streets and it came back with no receipts. You got nothing. You paid all that money to try to get something on Kendrick. And this was, hey, let me tell y'all when this happened. This happened before push-ups. This is why he took 21 days to answer back to like that. So he wanted to answer back to like that way before. Hell, he might lose the chocolate dropper right now. Absolutely. What happened when rapping no longer matters? Can I stack on my brilliance? Can I make a stack on my brilliance? What happens when rapping no longer matters? What he's trying to say is, damn, I'm a brilliant individual. Like, I could rap. When does the rapping matters? Remember Family Matters? What happens when the rapping no longer matters? Can I still make stacks on my brilliance? So instead of it being a more, it's like a conversation you're having in your head. When rapping no longer matters, Drake, can you still make money on your brilliance? Let's go back to being status. I'm not adding comfort, doing whatever I want, whenever I want. I promise myself I'll never be that hunger again. See, it's more like, right, it's more contraceptive or introspective, but it's both. This could relate to him and Drake at the same time in his inner thoughts, and this is going through his mind. But like he said, all that show money y'all was throwing up, That's starting to slow up. I bet that they humbling now. I'm wondering how Negro gonna stretch these millions now. What's happening when rapping no longer matters? Can I still make a stack on my brilliance? He's bringing up the fact that you've been flopping, boy. The rap game has changed. I don't want to go back to my civilian status. I'm an addict for comfort and doing whatever I want to, whenever I want. I promise myself I never want to feel that hunger again. So I'm here with this pen, locking the F back in. Woo! 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 I was from a rough patch then. For a quick dollars, they popping your hubcap rims. Profit from that slim. I was a rugrat when we had that toughest in the hunchback then. Syllable rap, baby. I know Jay-Z is loving this. Jay-Z is like, oh, that's me. That's me. Because that was him. I was a rough rugrat when we had the toughest in the hunchback then. I had the hubcap rims. Profits was just that slim. You know what I'm saying? This is great syllable rap. Then he goes back to that North Carolina, like, round here, Negroes don't wrestle. No wrestle. Woo! Yeah, he telling you how it is around there again. Around here, niggas don't wrestle. No reason to tussle. Reach down with a pistol, no doubt. So put one of your freckles. He was talking reckless. Then he saw a little stick, and all of a sudden he started feeling forgetful. Man, people be forgetting how cold. People be forgetting how dope J. Cole is, man. When he get to that rhyming, boy, they be forgetting about Cole. Cole is that guy. Dog, a round two. That's because y'all listening right. There is no round two. You got swept. The series already over. You might be talking about a new season because you lost. The championship went to Kendrick. What the hell you mean round two? Ain't no round two. You got swept. Euphoria, 616. Meet the Grams and Not Like Us. That is a sweep, sir. 4-game sweep. You out. LL Ben dropped that song with Eminem. It just came out on the album yesterday. That song been out for like 2 months. Oh, hands down, hands down. This is why I've always told y'all, don't underestimate. When you underestimate, these type of results pop up all the time because the people out there will underestimate everything you do. They try to cut it down with their negativity, the whole nine. That's why people don't respect it. Woo! Yeah. So yeah, it's just little shots, but it's a dope beat, man. I love the beat. Cole back rapping. He's getting his weight up. He's getting his flow going. He ain't dissing Drake, but he dissing Drake. You know what I'm saying? He's letting it know, like, dog, just because I don't agree to want to do the thing with you, and I told you before you even drop push-ups, and you begged me not to do this. Like, don't do it. And even J. Cole homeboys begged him not to do it. Like, don't do this, man. You're ruining yourself. He ain't see it that way.
Unsuggested by.
See, when ASAP and Drake were together, man, he was like, man, you're like in my top 5. One of my top 5 guys out there. Like we're holding it down. Yeah, he took ASAP, Rocky, and Kendrick on the road. When they wanted me to take an R&B guy on the road, but I said, no, I'm gonna draw with Kendrick and Rocky. Well, he ain't on that Jack the Ripper time. Sometimes you got to be on that Jack the Ripper moment. When you in a rap battle, it ain't the same temperature. It ain't the same energy. It ain't the same energy. It'll never be the same energy because it's not the same wave. You see, you got to look at it from the perspectives of what the public sees. The public see it in a different light than how you might see it. They don't see it as ASAP Rocky is. ASAP got a problem with him. Like I'm saying, dog, if I got a problem with somebody and I see somebody I'm cool with kicking it with the people that I got a problem with or trying to take me down, that person and I aren't going to be around each other like that. You around people that want to destroy me and wipe me out the game. Like they don't like me. There is no misconceptions about that. We are not cool with one another. And they all been coming for me. And you cool with them. It was like, dog, we were all cool with each other. He's like, no, we never really was cool with dude. Every time I extend my hand, like Drake has extended his hand so many times to Kendrick to say, he even apologized to Kendrick. He went on stage and be like, yo, Kendrick, we're all the greatest artists in the game. I'm a fan of all those guys. He went on stage saying all this. And Kendrick still don't want nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with Drake. And to Drake, he just don't understand. Why does this keep happening? Like, why does this guy don't want to, like, we should piece it up. Like, what the hell is this? All that crying to Top. Yo, Top, I just want, all of us, TDE, OVO, we can do a tour together. We could, I just want us to grow, in this business. Yeah, we know, man, dude, you don't know, the audience don't know half of the stuff this clown did behind the sun. This dude was taking all kind of pleas. All the way, this was way before that. That's why he said, surprised you wanted that feature request. We got some to address. Like, we got some stuff to address before we sit down and start talking about doing a song together. And you sent a feature request to have me on a record with you and J. Cole called The Big Three? No. He wasn't with it. So once Kendrick wasn't with it, and he felt like this is a setup, and when he didn't get on the record, he didn't say nothing. He just didn't do the record. Then he hit first person shooter, and now what's supposed to be the Big Three has turned into first person shooter, and now y'all taking shots at him, it seems like, on the record for not being on it. Where Cole seemed like he was showing love. Kendrick is like, man, F all that. Y'all finna get it. I'm gonna let it be known. No, don't group me up with y'all at all. No, ain't no Big Three. It's just Big Me. Nick Buzz. Man, like that, we went to a whole nother level. He elevated Future and Metro and everything. They know they're getting the very best there is. Oh, absolutely. Oh, no. See, what y'all think is an illusion is actually something that's factual. Drake tried to mend all the beefs. When all this was going on, he wanted to mend all this. After the rap beef was over, Drake wanted to go back to being friends. Now that the beef over, okay, you got one, you got me. Let's be cool now. He tried to do that behind the scenes. It's so much stuff y'all don't know that went on that I know. That's why I love when they say, man, you don't got no connections. You don't know nothing. How would you think I knew all the information that came to be? I said OVO Fest was getting snatched. It got snatched. Everything I said was going to happen, happened. All before it happened. I said this, OVO Fest was being moved because of Future and Metro booming. Then everybody made a video saying it was going to happen. But everybody said I was lying. I didn't know nothing, right? Where's OVO Fest? Did you see OVO Fest? Gone, right? But who told you? Who's the one that told you 4 weeks before it even happened? And I said, all right, well, we're going to see. Drake album pushback. I told you that in May. Drake album is pushed back. Lucian Grains presses pause due to the Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us wave. Did we get the Drake album? No. Lucian Grains presses pause on that damn album. The impact was too damaging. Everything we said has come true. And we'll never get the credit for it. But as long as y'all know, when y'all come here, ain't the sensationalism, we gonna give it to you straight. Nobody was telling you what happened really with this chick and Drake. We were the first ones to really go into that. Still, nobody really went into it. The Rihanna and Jay and Rock Nation. What was going on there? Who took you down that road? Me. That's who. So for y'all to think I have no connections, nothing going on in this thing whatsoever, don't you know that people reach out to me? Don't you realize I've turned things down? Did this chipmunk, you think they just all go reach out to the chipmunk? They only reaching out to the chipmunk because they know that chipmunk, Drake talks to him. So if the chipmunk says it, that it's definitely gonna be heard. So that's when those dudes would go to the chipmunk. They don't respect him. They could care less about him. Because it ain't about the goddamn chipmunk. The pop out came out. I told you what was what. And as you can see right there, that's what it was. For all the dogs, for all your dogs getting buried. It has been on his head. But he has no way to go. He didn't pivot himself into a corner to where he has no wiggle room. See, that's what I like. When you put yourself in a box so bad, you can't get out. Where you gonna go? Well, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. He said Canada versus winner code. One winner, Canada. That is hilarious. You see how they get done? Somebody said I just paid attention to the thumbnail. Now, you're looking at a harsh reality, man, when it comes to these acknowledgments and all of the stuff that's transpiring right now. It's a hard sell. Like, it's like trying to promote the NBA in August. It's like, what are you doing? You're trying to promote the NBA in August. Why? When the NFL is king, when the NFL shows up, you know, the NBA isn't even thought of. Just bow down and wait to it. The NBA, it does so badly when it starts off the season. They started to come up with an idea of starting the seasons in doggone December on Christmas. To let the NFL get some weeks of run so that they could do that. But because of contracts and things of that nature, they can't afford to do it. They have to stay with this original schedule. Man, people are so dumb. Colorado got to work on their defense. I said that last week. I was a Colorado hater. But I said, oh, Nebraska's going to beat them. I was like, oh, no. I'm rooting for them, but Nebraska got something for them. And y'all said I was a hater. You can't say anything about Colorado. Jesus Christ. I'm like, dog, I'm trying to tell y'all something here. I took Nebraska in the 6 points for a reason. They supposed to be down 21-0 right now. Dude just dropped the touchdown. He was wide open. But I'm saying, where's this high-powered defense I heard about? They just got 10 yards on a run on 2nd and 10. And it was 10 yards before he got touched. That's okay with all these nines. They gonna see Pet Cemetery Boss. No, it's a different reality altogether. Because if you look at Drake and what he's engulfed in now, he made this mess and now he wants to clean it up to save his career. Now he realizes this thing is falling back on him in such a negative way. Yeah, it fell back on him in a negative way. When things don't go your way and you start doing things that are counterproductive to what it is that made you who you are, and you got to apologize and you doing more apologies than raps, you spiraling, homie. You all over the place. And you doing songs with Gordo, you doing all these songs, and you're scared to release your own music. Your mind is all over the place, homie. And as promised, I have been the puppet master, the puppet slayer, rather. I have been going after all of these puppets with their strings and been chopping them down. I never wanted to be in this situation. Oh, they finna throw a flag to help out Colorado because they about to get busted. Hold it. Yep, bring it back. They got to help out Colorado because they about to get housed. I'm trying to tell you, that ain't no hold at all, bro. That's not a hold. That wasn't a hold at all. That's some BS. But hey, I get it. Yep, and I bet it. It's bad calls in every game. Can ASAP Rocky beat Drake? I don't think so. But now he has a chance. He has a chance to beat Drake. Everybody who Drake would have beat before this whole rap battle with Kendrick, they all got a shot now. Oh my God. Now they got the Patrick Mahomes guy from Nebraska. That's what they call him, Patrick Mahomes. What's his name? Raiola or whatever. Nebraska's quarterback. That's what they call him, Patrick Mahomes. He's got them shades like Patrick Mahomes. They got the same hair. They look just alike. I'd be like, Mahomes could throw a ball 80 yards. I don't know if Dylan could do that. Oh, you ain't never seen it? You see Patrick Mahomes say, that's my little cousin. The Nebraska quarterback. Y'all ain't never seen that? I thought y'all did. Yeah, that's what's his name? Dylan. Looks just like Patrick Mahomes. And now they trying to say because they look alike, these guys are gonna be alike. Yeah. So there it is. That's why they in here praising it. Believe me, they're gonna be talking about it all game long. Wow, he kind of do this like Patrick Mahomes. Watch how many times you hear Patrick Mahomes now. once they beat Colorado. I told you, you're going to need more than one player to beat Nebraska. I said it last week, and y'all, they doubted me. They didn't say anything. Yeah, I went off football. No, I didn't believe this defense was capable. Well, when you try to mend beefs behind closed doors, these things blow up on you. Kendrick don't need to be cool with you. Your alliances with 50 Cent, it didn't help you. Fifth is not in power enough to stop Kendrick. Not in his rap game at all. Like you going up against somebody who has a whole different philosophy, sir, when it comes to this game. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't seem to get it. Kendrick is an energy force that you can't go against. It ain't like people in the hood just like Kendrick. Like, yo, that's my guy from the hood, Kendrick. K-Dot, and he's the people's champion. Dog, that boy popular everywhere. White people love Kendrick. What you talking about? Suburbanites, rich folks. You ever heard that Prince song, Money Don't Matter Tonight? That's what this is. Money don't matter tonight. It sure didn't matter yesterday. Just when you think you got more than enough, that's when it's all up and it flies away. That's when you find out that you're better off. Just making sure that your soul's all right. Because money didn't matter yesterday. And it sure don't matter tonight. Well, for all the talk, the transfers, the hype, it's more about developing your team more than anything. You can't depend on Travis Hunter to bail your whole team out every week. Your O-line gonna have to do their job. And Warren Sapp, man, you gonna have to do your damn job, homeboy. I was just in South Holland yesterday. I was in South Holland yesterday. And something crazy happened. We was in the club, and I was in the hood at the block party. With the number one.
No Drake no more. No more Drake. You cut off, bro.
See, I was in the club.
Hey, this the world best DJ right here. But I had to tell him, man, no Drake no more. No Drake no more. No more Drake. You cut off, bro.
No more Drake. You cut off. Every club I'm in, I'm telling the DJ, here's some bread. I'm paying you now. No Drake. No Drake tonight. Cutting him off. Them boys, I keep telling you, these boys ain't eating no home cooked meals. They were lucky to escape with the win last week. Colorado will have no such success this week. Nebraska, them some corn huskers for real. Oh, Prime in every commercial you see. Coach Prime. I don't even know what he's selling. He just in there. I guess it's some coffee beans, but Coach Prime in every commercial you see. Oh, some California almonds. He's selling some damn almonds now. Yeah, Drake thought his affiliation with 50 Cent would help him out in the social media battle because Drake is corny. So he wanted to use 50's team that he uses for his social media when he was going at Ross. Ross was fine. And this is where the lines got crossed. Fifth was like not going against Kendrick at all. He stayed quiet on that. Now, if you want to go at Ross all day long, is all day. This is what the whole thing was about. But Drake is trying to confuse you as if 50's in there going against Kendrick. He's not. It was about Ross. And that's the whole thing Fifth was involved with, was about Rick Ross. Ain't got nothing to do with K-Dot. So I'm going to tell y'all that right now. This was the misdirection play ran by Drake. And I'm going to tell y'all what happened behind the scenes on the Patreon. We got a Patreon video for that. That's epic. And you're going to find out what went down when they were in Toronto and they took this damn picture. I'm telling you. And he's wearing the perfect shirt. Drake is wearing that shirt, lost in translation. Because that's exactly what this is. This photograph is lost in translation. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna tell you how this whole thing went down. Uh, there's a lot of stuff that happened. Going through the scenes. No, YG is a grown ass man. Who did F Donald Trump song? Who teamed up? Who teamed up with for the F Donald Trump song? Who teamed up with YG? Nip and YG, right? Yeah, it was Nip and YG. Oh, we already got the Kamala song already. Kamala, baby. Yeah, he ready to slap 92. Undisciplined. That's gonna look bad on Coach Prime. Well, Nebraska ain't getting touched. The offensive line is dominating these McDonald eating bastards. And that's what's happening here. Right. Number 8 is breaking the rules. Shoot, this coach is inspired to beat Prime. All right, it's 3rd and 1. They should run it 4 straight downs. When you go against old Big Red, you know what time it is. Come on now. Yeah. That's the first down. That's a dumb play call. Oh, they going for it. And they got it. First and goal. It's going to be a learning experience. No, we going to go deep into that. This whole Drake thing with him. This ain't even, you don't even know the half. There's so much stuff that happened in between touchdown. There's so many things that happen in between that you just don't know. This video didn't serve him well. Chubbs ain't really crashed nothing. And now you're spiraling and it's looking bad for you. Ross even looked like he beat you. This is how bad it's gotten. Champagne sloppy. That's how bad it is right now. So you can come up with everything you want right now. Well, yeah, I said this was going to be a moment to what everybody's going to see, and it's going to definitely reflect what's been happening lately. And everybody in the free world is going to see it and understand exactly what it is when they see it. And it's happened. So we'll come back when this is all said and done and do a video on we're going to do the Patreon video. So if you're on the Patreon, you're going to see that video tonight with 50 Cent and Drake and find out what happened there and what led to it. So you'll know the whole backstory, what was happening behind the scenes, the social media thing, the layout, all that. Then we're going to, after this game's over, we'll break down this Colorado game. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Ticket TV, Dreamers Pro, everybody out there, man. Showface News, Damn DPOV, man, 78 Sports TV, Blood Box. It's so many people, man. I can't even remember everybody. Welcome to HD IITV Jag Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. Follow his page, and I'm out. Freak ad.